So Fortnite has had many different vehicles over the years, and in this video I wanted to rank every vehicle from worst to best. I will be putting certain vehicles into one category. Like all the different cars are going to be in one spot because they're basically the same thing. But if it's different enough, like the armored truck, it will be its own spot. So without further delay, let's get into it. In last place is the Rogue bike. Now this vehicle is a different version of the bike, but it's just so much worse. Like all around, it's a downgrade. Like for some reason you can't jump with it, but in exchange you get a boost, which seems cool at first, but it's pretty easy to lose control of this and like hit a wall or something, and it's just not worth using at all, like over a car or a regular bike. So that's why it's in 20th. In 19th place is the OG vehicle, the shopping cart from season 4. This vehicle isn't very good for mobility, like at all. Like it's pretty slow unless you're going downhill, which it can be like pretty fast if you are, but that's pretty situational. And it also gives like no protection at all, so you can just get eviscerated by anyone with a decent aim, but it's pretty fun to use. In 18th place is the Octane from chapter 4. Now this vehicle seems good on paper, like it's a car that goes fast as hell and you get a cool jump with it, but it's way too fast. Like you lose control of it, you start hitting walls. If you boost, it's even worse, but it's a pretty fun vehicle to use, but it's just not practical at all. In 17th place is the dirt bike from chapter 4 season 1. This vehicle is alright, like it's not bad or anything, it does its job, but it can't compare to the rest like at all. It's not very fast, it doesn't provide cover, so anyone with good aim can just fry you, but its jump is pretty fun for tricks and it can help you like dodge stuff, but it's just not very good. In 16th place is the pirate cannon from season 8. Now this vehicle is horrible for mobility if you're just walking around with it, but if you use it right and you get in it, you can launch yourself far as hell. And if you played season 8, you would know how like it felt if someone was chasing you and you were like really low and you barely escape with it. Like that feeling was just amazing. But since you can only use it one time, it's not like you can't like use it over and over again. It's like a launch pad basically, so you can't like reuse it. And if you try to hit it with someone with your primary fire, like the cannonball, it's almost impossible. Like it's so inaccurate. In 15th place, the ATK from season 5, which is pretty much just an inferior version of the car from chapter 2 in every way possible. Like I don't think it's faster, it provides less cover, but it is pretty fun to use, especially with all the different boosts you get from drifting. And when it first came out, it was a great vehicle, but compared to today's standards, it just can't hold up. In 14th place is the motorboat from chapter 2. Now this is somehow the only water vehicle in the history of Fortnite. Like 5 years later, it's still the only water vehicle. Like where's the jet ski at, Epic? Come on now. But anyways, the motorboat is only really useful in chapter 2 and a little bit of chapter 3 because Fortnite just stopped putting as much water in the maps. But when it was in the game, they were a great way to traverse the water. And the explosive was pretty useful, and you can boost yourself with it, and there was an actual boost that was pretty good too, but it wasn't like good compared to the rest. In 13th place, the war bus from chapter 3 and the one from chapter 5 is here too. These both were pretty good in concept, but in game it just wasn't that good because the guns on top were pretty hard to use, because when you were like switching from driving to shooting, you had to like switch from a million different seats. So you would just like hit the wrong button, then you have to do it all over again. Like it was too much. So I would just use it as like an armored car with a ram basically. And in chapter 5 it was good with the EMP because the cars in that season were insufferable, so being able to shut them down was pretty useful. In 12th place is the quad crasher from season 6. Now when this first came out, it was amazing. Like you could legit fly with it. It was basically like the first flying vehicle. But it just got nerf after nerf, and now it's a shell of its former self. But it's still decent to use for mobility, but that's about it. In 11th place is all the cars from the Whiplash to the truck. Like it's all of them. These are pretty good baseline vehicles. Like it's good for mobility, it has pretty good protection, but it's nothing too special. Like it's just baseline good vehicles. It's not bad, it's not good. In 10th place is the armored transport from chapter 6 season 2. This vehicle is everything a car is, but it just has more protection, so it's just strictly an upgrade from the baseline cars. Now we're getting into the actual competition with the best of the best vehicles, starting with the driftboard in 9th place. This vehicle was amazing for mobility. Like you could just go flying with this thing. It was insanely fun to use with all the flips and boosts you could use. but it did lack in protection and offense, so that's why it's in 9th. In 8th place is the Titan tank from chapter 3. Now this vehicle is heavily slept on. Like, I don't know why this isn't like talked about as much. Like, it was insane. It was good for protection and great for offense, but the only place where it kind of lacked was mobility, but it definitely made up for it in the other categories. It was pretty good. In 7th place is the first flying vehicle on the list, and that's the Chopper from chapter 2 season 2. This vehicle is good for mobility, as you can just fly up and like you don't have to worry about anything under you. And you're completely protected with this thing, and the only thing it lacked in was offense, basically, but you didn't really need it for this thing. Like, you just stay in the sky all game. In 6th place is one of the newest vehicles, and that's the TIE Fighter. This vehicle is pretty good with the 3 lives and great protection, and it has great mobility and good offense. But it's pretty easy to take down with the giant targets on its side, and the blaster in the front is just frankly worse than the X-Wing. It just feels like way less accurate. Cracking into the top 5 is the X-Wing. This vehicle is everything the TIE Fighter would wish it was. Like, it's just a strict upgrade, and it doesn't have any of the downsides. Like, it doesn't have the big targets on the side, and it's way more accurate. In 4th place is the Baller from season 8. This vehicle was insane for mobility, and if you looked at the tournament from this time, it was just ballers everywhere. That's how good it was. Like, it had complete protection from every angle. Like, it was just insane. Like, the plunger made it so you can go flying mixed with the boost. The Baller is the best vehicle for in the mobility category, but it's just outclassed by the rest of the vehicles on this list. In 3rd place, getting the bronze medal for the vehicles, is the X4 Stormer from season 7. This thing was utterly insane in season 7. Like, it was so agile in the sky with the barrels you could do with it. It was great for mobility because you could just soar through the sky, and you were pretty protected in it too, and it had good offense. In 2nd place is probably what you thought was going to be in the 1st place spot, and that's the Brute from season X. This thing was insane. Like, it was the main reason a ton of people quit the game, and like that tells you all you need to know. Like, it was great for offense with the 2 different firing methods being the shotgun and the missile, which both were insane. It had great mobility with the high jump you could do, and it was pretty good for protection as well. But I think a lot of people were overreacting, to be honest. And maybe that's just because I mainly played solos back then, but why didn't y'all just shoot the dude driving it? Like, I get it if it was in like the team modes, but if it was in solos, just go in it and self-destruct. But the number 1 spot is something that was great in every game mode, including solos. In 1st place, my personal opinion for the best vehicle in Fortnite history is the Flying Saucer from chapter 2 season 7. This thing was busted in every way, shape, and form. It had 3 lives, but put them to good use, unlike the Star Wars vehicles. It had a great weapon with the orbs that would send your opponents flying and falling to their deaths. Which it wasn't even that situational for the orbs to make them fall to their death, because the chapter 2 map was very elevated. Like, it had a ton of mountains, so you could just easily knock someone down. You could also fly around, just mind your business without worrying about anything below you. It had amazing protection with the little purple orb thing protecting you. And I know personally how busted this thing was, because in chapter 2 season 7 I made it my goal to get 100 solo wins with just the UFO, and since it was quarantine I had a ton of time in my hands, so I just grinded with this thing, and it got over 120 solo wins that season just with the UFO alone. It was insanely busted. And that's the end of my vehicles ranking. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to get me to 6,000 subs by the time GTA 6 comes out, and also comment what you would change about the ranking. And if you really enjoyed the video, you can cash at me. But that's enough out of me. Goodbye.